And we are visiting right now with Whit Merrifield. 11 years to the day. I think I heard you say something like it felt like 20 years ago at this point. Is it still very vivid in your mind?
It is. Yeah, I mean, I remember every moment of that day, and especially of that at-bat. But, yeah, it feels like it was such a long time ago. I don't know if it's because 11 years feels like a long time or if it's because of everything that's happened between then and now. But, man, it feels like it was ages ago, but it's still something that'll stick with me forever. And like I said, I remember every moment of it.
I'm looking at, you can't see it right now, but the haircut, you look like you're 17 years old, not too far from that as well. But what did that experience do for you in terms of being in that type of moment?
It was huge. I mean, it's something that you're always prepared for. When I would do my tee work in high school and college, I'd always do the last 5 swings of my work would always be Game 3 of the College World Series, not Game 2, but Game 3, bottom of the 9th, winning run on second, and to have that all kind of become reality and to be in that moment really was something I'd literally prepared for my whole life, and to be successful in that moment was just an incredible feeling, and it just really prepared me for what it's like to play out here every day, play in the big leagues on the biggest stage and in front of millions of people. And it was a huge moment for me in my life, and a huge moment for the University of South Carolina and the city of Columbia. So it's something that we'll always have.
Well, one thing interesting, Whit, Jackie Bradley Jr. was on the on-deck circle, and there were open bases. Were you surprised that they were able, that they actually did pitch to you in that situation?
I was, yeah. I tell people all the time when they ask if I was nervous. I really wasn't. I wasn't nervous going up to the plate because I had no intention of hitting. I thought there was a runner on third, 1 out. It was myself, and then Jackie was behind me. And then Christian Walker, who's also another big leaguer, was a freshman at the time. And so I figured they would walk myself and then walk Jackie. They had Trevor Bauer warming up, and back then you had to actually throw the pitches, so it would give them time to get Bauer hot. And I thought they would walk myself and walk Jackie to pitch to the freshman. And then the catcher squatted down, and I got hit with a bunch of nerves, and I'm glad they chose me to pitch to.
Well, I want to shift gears a little bit now to what's going on with you and your hitting. I know in the month of June you've raised your batting average about 40 points. I remember you saying something a couple of weeks back that you maybe changed some things at the plate. You had some different swing thoughts. Can you share with us what those swing thoughts were and what you've identified?
I wish I could. They change about every day. And, whether it's little things or big things, I would just, there was a culmination of things happening between, battling certain things and certain mechanical adjustments. I was kind of leaking off my backside, just to kind of get technical with you, and just certain things to help me stay on my backside and help me see the ball better and let the ball get deeper in the zone, and just little things. And I could talk to you for an hour about things that are going wrong with my swing, but it's just a matter of me seeing the ball and putting the barrel on it and trying to make things happen. And I feel like lately I've been able to see the ball better, recognize pitches better, and when I'm doing that, I usually can get the barrel to the ball pretty well.
All right, last thing before we let you go. I felt bad the other day or night, whenever it was, you're in the press conference, and it's like all these why questions, and you don't have answers. I mean, you go through losing streaks, and you're always so accountable. You're always that voice for the team, which we appreciate. But we know it, okay? Better with runners in scoring position, on and on and on, all these type of things. But I guess my question for you is, how do you keep these young guys, how do you keep this team? You're so level-headed. How do you keep them focused and positive and know that you're just going through something right now?
Well, it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. Everybody wants to do well up here. Everybody wants to be successful. And when you're not successful and you're not doing a good job in certain areas, it's tough. And a lot of these kids younger guys are used to dominating, and when they struggle, it's hard on them. And so it's just a process. It really is. It's you have to learn from different situations and not dwell on the things you're doing bad, but learn from it, forget about it, and then when you have success, really throw that in your memory bank and understand why you had success there. Understand whether it was pitching or hitting, running bases, defense. Why was I successful there? What made that work for me? And the more you can do that, the more you can remember that and build off that and focus less on the negatives. It's a good recipe for success, at least in my case. So just try to remind guys that, look, this was good. You did great here. Let's think about what you did there. Let's remember that feeling. Remember whatever was going through your head there and try to replicate that. And you fill your head with positive thoughts. It'll help this game. It'll help you in this game a lot because, like we've talked about many times, this is a hard game. You're going to have a lot of bad nights, a lot of failure. And if you focus on that too much, it's impossible to rebound from.
An important perspective to share. Whit, we always enjoy visiting with you. Thanks for that, as well as the look down, memory lane from 2010 in the College World Series. Have a great game tonight.
All right, thanks, guys.